everyone! April is almost over, which means it is time for my April favorites. Due to the fact that I haven't filmed in a while and I gathered quite a few new products during the last couple of months, I decided to leave out skincare and body care products completely, especially also because my skincare routine changed a little bit and I think it's nice to just refilm my whole skincare regime, or however you want to call it, which is why I focused almost entirely, pretty much entirely on beauty products this month. And I do have quite a few because once again, they have been favorites not just for the month of April, but also for the months of March and February. So let's get started. Product number one is a foundation, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation with SPF 15, and I got the color number 3 Fair. Now, this was not really on my bucket list to get. I wanted to have something else and I was ordering anyway, and this foundation did cost me 36 euros compared to, for example, a NARS foundation, which would cost me around 70 euros. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it, and number 3 Fair works pretty nicely now that we're going into the warmer months, and I will hopefully pick up a little bit of a tan. I just really slightly started self-tanning, so it's actually good that I didn't get the number 2 Fair, which seems to be sold out a lot. Now, how does this wear? It does wear very, very light, which is why the name Light Wonder is actually quite appropriate. However, what is not so light is the coverage, because it actually has more of a light to medium coverage, definitely leaning towards the medium side, which I like, and it's also quite buildable, but still very, very light when you wear it. I would not advise people with dry skin to try this. It's the oilier your skin, the better in a way. I have pretty normal skin. I have more dehydrated skin than anything else, so it works pretty well for me. But yeah, if you have dry skin, it's not the most hydrating product. Let's just put it that way. Next product is a concealer, which I wanted to try because a lot of people are raving about it at the moment. There's a bit of a hype about it on YouTube and in the beauty community in general at the moment. And it's the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay with weightless complete coverage. Looks like this. Basically, it's a mini foundation packaging. I think the foundation looks pretty much exactly like this. I love Urban Decay and their Naked line. I love their eyeshadows and I love their lip products. I also like their cheek products. The foundation products never really caught my eye. I was never really tempted because you hear a lot of, good and bad stuff about it. But people were comparing this to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is my all-time favorite concealer, and it is still my all-time favorite concealer, just up front. So I wanted to try this, so I went to my hair here. So I went to Manoir, which is the one store here in Switzerland where you can get Urban Decay, and I got matched, and I got the color number Fair Neutral. I actually think it's very, very light. I might get a darker shade for the warmer month now. And I have been using it now for about 2 weeks, and I do really like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be showing it to you. But I still prefer my NARS concealer overall. The reason I think why they're being compared, there are certain similarities. First of all, this comes with a doe foot applicator as well. Looks like this. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's really, really bendy. But in general, they are quite similar when it comes to that. They also both have very high coverage, and I feel like this one lasts on me a little bit longer than the NARS concealer. It is also very, very light on the skin, which is nice, but you do need a certain kind of moisture for your own skin. So if you do tend to have a rather dry under eye area, this is not for you in terms of an under eye concealer. I myself would not say I have dry under eye area. However, I can make it work with an eye lotion, but without an eye lotion, this gives me a little bit of trouble, but it does last very long. I like it as an overall face concealer as well. And yeah, I just like how light it is. The NARS concealer is definitely a bit heavier, but also giving more moisture. So it depends on what you prefer. But once again, the more oily your skin is, the more you will actually like this product. Let's move on to two mascaras. I am in the process of using up what I have. I kind of went through my makeup stash at the beginning of the year to look at products, you know, which were, if something had gone bad, or if, you know, something was about to expire, and I kind of all put them in the front so I would use them up, and I am kind of getting there with the mascaras. However, I got two new mascaras. One was actually in a palette which I got, and it's the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This was in my Naked on the Run palette. It's not like one of those tiny sample sizes. They also have one which only is like this size, and then this is like a general sample size. It comes with a normal brush, quite big, and I have to admit, if my lashes would be a little bit different as they are right now, I would probably not like it as much. I am using the M2 Lash Serum since the end of last year, so since a good 4 months at this point, and I do have quite long lashes at the moment. And this mascara is great because I have so long and thick lashes at the moment that I just need it at the very outer corners to fan everything out a little bit. And 1-2 swipes of this are amazing. If I would have shorter lashes, less lashes, and I would need them all over the place, I'm not sure how much I would actually like it, but for the purpose of just fanning out the outer lashes, I think this is amazing. And then I did purchase a new mascara, even though I didn't want to, but I wanted to try it because from the effect described, and also to a certain degree when it came to the brush, it reminded me a lot of my all-time favorite mascara, which is the YSL Baby Doll mascara. However, that is really expensive. It's around 50 Swiss francs here in Switzerland. 50 Swiss francs are pretty much $50. I think 50 Swiss francs are $50.78 at the last time I checked. So basically 50 Swiss francs, $50. And I got the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara for 15 Swiss francs, $15. And it's amazing. The brush looks a little bit different than the YSL mascara. It has like this banana shape, I guess you could call it. But it has those really thin bristles, and it helps to really comb through your lashes and get mascara on every single lash. And it gives you a lot of length. Not necessarily volume, but length, and I like it a lot. The only thing I would wish for that this would dry out a little bit more, or would be less wet or whatsoever. But overall, I think considering the price, this is a really nice dupe for the YSL Baby Doll mascara, and yeah, I will definitely repurchase this one. Let's move on to some cheek products. I've been really into the whole highlighting, contour, blush, whatsoever thing over the last couple of weeks. And it all started with this product here. And it is the Bobbi Brown Brightening Brick in the color Pastel Pink. And this is it. When my friend saw this in the store, she was like, "Sarah, there's so much glitter in it. I don't like it." However, actually on the face, it's not very glittery. I personally also don't like to run around like a Disney princess. So this is just a very nice highlight, maybe with a bit of shimmer, yes, but definitely not glittery. And I decided on this one here because I think most of the other ones I saw were quite into the bronzy direction, like very bronzy, peachy, which is not really me. I really do like my pink highlights, especially considering that I do prefer pink blushes, which is why I wanted to like go for a pink highlight, because I think they just complement each other very, very nicely. Talking about blushes, I have been loving the Tarte blush in Mirage, and it's one of their 12-hour Amazonian clay blushes. It doesn't look like much in the pan, but considering that you can tell that there's almost nothing of the pattern left, and you can see like the underlying pan a little bit, like not hit the pan, but you know, there's like this round thing in the middle of the pan. You can tell that I use this a lot. It's not very pigmented. You can basically barely see anything on my finger. It's just a very nice nudie, dusty pink, very nice for everyday like office wear. Because I cannot wear something overly bright in the office, and I don't have to worry about, you know, over blushing or anything with this. So I've been really, really loving this. I think this was already part of my 2014 overall favorites because it's just one of my favorite colors. The other blushes I have been reaching for are all in this little palette, and it's the Ambient Lighting Blush palette. And I got this because I love the Hourglass product, and I actually have this pink color as a single blush, which I will now go to my sister, because I mean, let's face it, we all have so many blushes that it's impossible to use them all up. So in the winter months, I have been using this one here a lot, which is Luminous Flush. Yeah, Luminous Flush, which is a bit more of a berry kind of color, a bit more winterish, I think. Then Incandescent Electra is, I think, the limited edition in here. On its own, to be honest, it doesn't look that nice and it doesn't look that special. It does look a little bit different. Now looking into the screen of the camera, it does look a little bit different on screen, but if you swatch it, it's just basically, it's just powder almost. You cannot see much, and I do love, no, actually, this is Luminous Flush, this is Mood Exposure. Sorry, why is it like on the wrong? This is weird. Anyhow, Luminous Flush, the pink one here, like I said, I have that on my own already, like as a single blush. I love it. And what I really like to do, I saw it on YouTube, someone did it, is to mix those two together, which just brightens up the pink a little bit, and it gives a little bit color to that one, just very, very dewy, luminous. I don't know, it's just really, really nice, and I've been reaching a lot for this palette, and it's definitely worth the money. And last but not least, in terms of face products, I have another highlighting product in combination with a contour / bronzing product, and yes, I did it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow, and I love this stuff. First of all, the bronze. I use it as a contour product, and it's the only product where you can like really tell on me that I did something with my face, that I did contour, and it just looks amazing. Obviously, like with any product, if you get too much product on the brush or into the face, it looks a bit weird and too much. You have to wash out a little bit, but it's the one kind of contour product for me where it's really like, wow, I got cheekbones. I am actually, the camera light is always like cutting out so much, but I'm wearing it today and I absolutely love it. What I do every time afterwards, I go over with a fluffy brush afterwards to blend in any kind of hard edges, and if it got a tad bit too orangey, which yes, every once in a while happens, then I'll blend that out, but I love it. The highlight is quite intense, which is once again a thing which is good and bad, because you have to blend it in. Instead of just using a fluffy brush, I actually use a makeup brush to actually massage it almost into my cheeks, because it's so pigmented and it's just so intense that if you don't watch out, it actually looks like you have those football stripes just as a highlight. So you have to work it in, and you have both products need a little bit of work, but if you put in the time and the effort, it looks amazing, I think. And a friend of mine liked it so much that she also got it. She saw it on me. I don't want to say that she bought it because she saw it on me. I think she had it on her bucket list anyway. But yeah, everyone I talked with said yes, it does need a little bit of work, but the work is worth it in the end. So it has been definitely a favorite of mine for a couple of weeks now since I got it. Last but not least, I have two lip products for you. The first one is a bit more on the hydrating side, and it's one of the Instant Light Lip Balm Perfectors from Clarins, or Clarins, how you say in English. And I got the color number 1 Rose. Now I do love the squeezy tube Instant Light Lip Perfectors. They're my absolute favorite. I'm not wearing it today, but I just really like this one. However, this one here is already more on the pigmented side. The other ones are either lighter pink or like some corally color. There's one more reddish color, and then there is a brownish color. The red one is also quite pigmented, and yeah, this is how this one looks, but I really now drew on my hand. So they are actually not as pigmented as the liquid Instant Light Lip Perfectors, and those are already not very pigmented. So if you're looking for pigment, this is not the product to go for. But if you like something hydrating with a little bit of color, you will love this. And yeah, I've been using this quite a lot, often in the mornings when I forgot to put on anything else. I've been just using this one here. The other lip product I've been loving is one of the new YSL Tint-in-Oils. Tint-in-Oil. And I got the color number 8, which I don't know what name it has. Now the thing is, it came out in 8 different colors. And here in Switzerland, you are only available, you only can get 5 or 6 of them. No one really knows how many. Every store has different kind of colors. I have a quite intense one. Number 8 is quite intense. It looks, first of all, this thingy looks so bright and deep purple. And then you put it onto your hand, or onto your lips. It's here, and you can barely see anything. Now, the thing to know about those is that it is activated by your body heat, so it will take a few minutes until it really shows the full color. And this, it already became a bit more. This is actually a quite intense pink, and the first time I was wearing it, I was like, whoa. But I got used to it, and it's actually nice to wear color in such a nice way, because I'm not always the biggest lipstick fan. And if I go for lipsticks, I usually go more into the nude direction, because I have so dry lips. I have so dry lips right now, you can tell probably. This is just an amazing product. And what I love is that it leaves a stain afterwards. So when the oil is gone, you have this amazing colored stain on your lips. It's such a nice color. It's like a dusty rose, but it's so nice. And it does stay for quite a while. And what I usually do, I use a bit more of a glossy chapstick when the stain is left, and then I wear the stain as kind of like a lipstick, and I really just like it. I will look in the States where they have all 8 colors, hopefully at one place. We are going on vacation soon, and I will look there, and will probably invest into another one, which is maybe not as intense. Well, now I kind of stopped intensifying on my hand. It's this one here, because it is quite bright on my lips, I think, but I will also want to have one which is a bit lighter in color. But yes, those have been my favorites for the month of April and March and a little bit of February. I am almost done with my master thesis. I will actually hand in a couple of days. It's almost the end of April. I filmed this a little bit early because we are so busy at the moment, but I had this weekend, so I wanted to film. So yeah, let me think what you thought of my products and of my favorites and what your favorites have been, and I will hopefully soon see you again now that I have time to film again. Yeah, I'm really kind of out of the whole filming flow, but I'll get better again. So yeah, have a great day, a great evening, a great weekend whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.